Happy Friday, you crazies. I'm gonna watch a documentary by a group called Barcroft, and the name of this documentary is Inside the Life of a Virtuous Paedophile.
I am a pedophile. I'm not a monster. I have the attraction, but I don't act on it.
Todd Nickerson. Well, Mr. Nickerson,
I am Todd Nickerson. I'm
I've
a
come to
non-offending
judge you.
pedophile. I have never ever sexually abused a child. I never will. I do not.
Well, I'm
look
glad
at
you
child
haven't
porn.
sexually
I never
abused a
will.
child, matey.
I obey the laws. I respect the laws. I respect society's position on this. I understand it and agree with it. I am part of one of the most hated groups of society. No question about it. We are the scapegoats du jour. If you look at history, there's always one minority that seems to be the one
Hold
that
on a
everybody
second there,
kind of
fella.
persecutes.
There's
And I
always
think
one
we're-
minority
I'm campaigning
that's always the
for
brunt of
better
somebody's blah, blah,
treatment
blah.
of,
You're not a
people like
minority.
me. We're not
You're not a
offending
culture.
pedophiles. Not
This is a
all
chosen
pedophiles are
sexuality.
child molesters, and not all child
You are
molesters
choosing
are
to be
pedophiles.
attracted to
Pedophile
children.
is, strictly speaking, is just somebody who has the sexual attraction to children. They may act on it, they may not.
No, you cannot
Pedophiles come from
normalize
all
the
walks
fact
of life. We
that you
come
are
from,
attracted to
all
children,
sorts of economic
no matter how
backgrounds,
you put it.
different occupations, and we look like everybody else. There are a lot of teachers and people that who do work with kids, but I think most of us just hold regular jobs.
How would you say you manage to control your sexual urges?
A lot of people think that if you're attracted to kids that you have some kind of like unusual degree of urge to go out and attack kids, and it's not like that. Most people, when they see
Well, you
somebody
might not want to
they're
attack
attracted
kids.
to, they automatically
It's
think,
still an
"Oh, I wanna
unnatural
jump on them
urge
and
that
have
you're
sex with them."
attracted to
So
kids.
it's the same with us. It's just we just happen to be attracted to kids.
What age groups are you attracted to?
I would say it probably starts about 3, 4 years old, and then goes up into early 20s, late teens, early 20s, and it kind of peaks at about
Okay.
like 9.
You're
10 years
attracted to
old.
4-year-olds, and your sexuality peaks, your sexual interest peaks at around about 9, 10 years old. Something wrong there. This isn't normal.
I'm a political activist for Virtuous Pedophiles, which is a forum that I belong to. I'm out, talking to the media and things, and basically making the case for VirPed. The forum is
VirPed.
devoted to
VIRPED.
helping pedophiles who do not
Virtuous
want to offend.
pedophile.
There are approximately a few thousand members. We have people who do feel guilty, deal with shame, and we try to help them get past that because, they didn't choose their sexuality.
The reason you
As
feel
long
guilt
as
and
they're not
shame
acting on
is
it
because
and
it's
avoiding
not
to
normal.
doing the right thing.
It's not normal to want to
our
sleep with
philosophy
kids
is
or be attracted
there's
to
no reason
children.
to feel guilty for that.
It's not normal, no matter how you put it.
We can talk about books or
And the fact that they've got this
movies
forum
or
to support each
music or
other,
whatever,
I think there's
Just
something wrong
basically,
there.
it's just a hangout
What they
spot
should be
for
doing
an all-purpose
is finding a way
forum
to
for
get help
non-offending
because there's something
pedophiles.
broken up
Our
here.
goals are
There's something
to
broken in
educate the
here.
public
Get it
and
fixed.
also to bring people who are struggling with this attraction to our forum so that we can help them, provide a circle of support for them. There's not a lot of people that are out and doing what I do. There's just a handful of us doing it.
What was your reaction when you first decided to show your face on the internet, so to speak?
What was the reaction from the public, or?
Yeah.
Well, I got a pretty public backlash, but by the same token,
Well,
I
you're going to
actually
get
got a lot of
backlash
support
because what you're doing
privately,
or what you're promoting
I
isn't
got
normal.
hundreds and hundreds of emails. from
Promoting
people
being
who were
attracted
very
to
supportive.
children is
A
not
lot of them were
normal.
people who were survivors of abuse.
Are you worried about your own personal safety in putting yourself in the public eye?
You know, I used to be worried about my safety, and I do take some precautions. I carry this pocket knife with me just in case I ever get attacked. It's never happened, but, you know, I've got it if I need it.
I've never been
It's
attacked, but just in case it happens, I'm carrying a
Might be
pocket
some
knife.
Crazy out there who decides to attack me. Plus, I have this, so you know that tends to deter most people.
Plus, I have my one
I
arm,
was born without my right
my
hand.
bionic hook.
It just didn't grow properly. I have to wear this. Slips right back
So
on.
now it's time to have some sort of feelings and feeling sorry for the guy with one arm that's attracted
There
to
was
children.
one event that basically hammered it home for me. I call it my eureka moment. It was the moment I realized I'm interested in these younger girls. I was 13, and a neighbor had come over to visit. He had brought his little daughter with him. She was probably about 7 or 8 years old. I was sitting in the living room drawing, and I just remember looking up and just being blown away by how beautiful I thought she was. Initially, I repressed the feelings.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong being a 13-year-old and seeing a
especially in
7-year-old
my
and thinking, wow, they're
teen years.
beautiful.
Because I was a regular
very innocent.
at a church, I had asked God to take it away, and you know, I kind of felt like He had. And as I started aging and realized that the age of the
He'd
girls
been part
I was
of
attracted to were staying
a
the
church,
same, that's
and he
kind
had
of when I
asked
realized
God on
that,
several occasions to
this was
take it
a
away.
problem.
Somehow that says to me that he's not
I went out
willing
with a girl when I was
to
20
take
years
responsibility
old.
for
She
his
was
own
26.
issues.
She was very petite,
It's not
so
for
she
that
was my type,
outside entity to
physically.
do it.
I
You're
thought,
the one with
you
the
know,
problem.
at
Go
this
and see
time,
a
I
shrink.
still,
Go and
wasn't
see a
really that
counselor.
attracted to
Get
adults,
fixed
but
up,
I thought,
bruv.
well, maybe I can make this work, you know. We dated for about 3 weeks. I kept putting sex off. Finally, I gave in. We tried it. It just didn't work. I went on a couple of dates after that with a couple of girls, but
So,
you know, it never really got
he
past
found a
that first
girlfriend.
date stage. And
They went out for a little bit.
my heart wasn't
He was
in it.
withholding the sex.
For all
They had
intents
sex
and
for the first
purposes, I'm a
time.
virgin.
It didn't quite work out.
You know, I've never
That
had,
sounds familiar, like most of us.
full-blown
And he said, well, that's not for me.
It just hasn't
I dated a couple more times, and then I thought, nah,
Yeah.
having people my own age or thereabouts is
I came
probably
over to
not
visit my
good.
grandmother.
I'll be
There
attracted
was
to
a guy
kids
that
instead.
didn't really know him that well. He was an acquaintance. And she asked me if I would take him outside to show my grandpa's garden. He went out to the side of the garden and sat down on the ground and patted the ground, indicating he wanted me to sit by him. And so I did, and then he just basically touched me. So it was a one-time event. I wouldn't say that it was the only thing
Okay,
that led to my
so we're getting to the
sexuality. I would
crux
say
of
there was
things.
Probably a lot of other things.
This
that
issue
led to
stems
that
from
reaction, but
his
yeah,
abuse
I
as a
think it was
child.
Probably a contributing factor.
He hasn't
Well,
dealt
I
with
am
that
a pretty,
situation there.
Reclusive person by nature, so I'm.
So
I'm
when he
just-
said
I
right
don't
back at the
interact with
beginning
the public
that he
that
was
much
part of a
anyway.
minority, he was
You know,
almost
I don't
suggesting
go
that he
out
was
of
born
my
this
way
way.
to be around
No, my man,
children.
you weren't born this way.
If they're
Something
around
happened
me,
to you.
then
It
they're
helped
around
with the
me.
breaking of the inside of you and
can't
hurting you
cut
in some
yourself
sort of
off.
sense, and you never got it
And
fixed.
then my friend's daughter did that one. A friend's daughter did that one, and then a friend's daughter did that one.
And they're okay with that? Are they,
Yeah.
They're fine?
Yeah, because they know I am no danger to them. You know, I'm probably safer with me than they are with, like, you know, a lot of non-pedophiles. I have
Give me a break.
Pretty healthy imagination.
Your kids are
I
safer
think
with
it helps
me,
to process
the child
sexuality
attracted person, than they are with
healthy
anyone
ways
that's
that don't
not
involve
child
any
attractive.
real children. You know, a lot of my fantasies actually revolve around kids who are more powerful than I am. Is, you know, this idea of super-powered kids, you know, who are able to
Okay,
consent.
so his fantasies, he
because they're just
fantasizes about
super
kids.
smarter,
being stronger than he is, and overpowering him.
If I heard
now, doesn't that sound familiar to what happened to him with his grandma's friend?
He
wasn't strong enough to overpower the person. He went along with being touched, and he felt
doing something that
small,
really needs to be done,
insecure,
raising awareness,
weak. And so, isn't it strange that his fantasies are of children that are stronger than him, that want to overpower him?
Every day, and I feel like I have a purpose now. I am neither proud or nor ashamed of being a pedophile. At this point, I just accept it. It's who I am.
At this point, I just accept it. It is who I am. What a bunch of bollocks. So, ending on this video, it's not good to be attracted to children. Get your head sorted out. Get your heart sorted out. Find a group of people that you can be accountable to. Some sort of thing that can help you change, because that is not normal. Normalizing pedophilia is not normal. And on a final note, if you go to Twitter and you put in there hashtag LGBTP, there seems to be this movement where the pedosexuals or pansexuals are trying to link their way in there with the LGBT and normalize themselves. These virtuous pedophiles are trying to normalize something here. What are you going to do? For me, there's a line in the sand. I don't think that it's normal to be attracted to children. I don't think it should be normalized. If the P get onto the LGBTP, then those of us who have any objection to their way of living or to their ideas will then be called bigots, along with those that get dumped in the pile of racist, bigots, etc., etc., etc. All the isms. My man needs to sort himself out. If you got a problem, get it sorted. Anyway, this is the Concept Marksman saying I'm out of here.